I'm Scott Hettrick. I'd like you to meet my friend, Danny Biederman. He was actually asked to be a consultant on the new Get Smart movie. So I asked him to give us a comment about what he thinks about the new movie as compared to the original television show.
Hello, I'm Danny Biederman. I'm a writer, director, filmmaker, author, and I am also the owner and executive director of the Spy-Fi Archives. The new Get Smart movie, they tried really hard but I don't think they really succeeded, unfortunately. I think the actors do a great job. I think Steve Carell really tries to create a new character. Touches on the one Don Adams had, but really doesn't, you can't do what Don Adams did. And I think Steve Carell has said he knows that, and he wasn't trying to mimic Don Adams, which I think was the right thing to do. Anne Hathaway, she's gorgeous in the movie, very sexy, gorgeous, does a great job. But, as many of these movies do, they change so much. Unfortunately, I don't think really improves upon it. The relationship between Max and 99 is very antagonistic, and I've noticed that in a lot of these remakes. What was done at a certain time, whether it's the 60s, 70s, or 80s, it came from that time. You can go back to look at Wild Wild West with Will Smith and Kevin Kline, and the original TV show with Robert Conrad and Ross Martin. They were great friends. That was like the real strength of the show, was on the friendship, as it was in Get Smart. And the same when you look at the remakes of the Avengers. Mission Impossible, they went so far as turning Jim Phelps into a traitor in that movie, which I think was just outrageous. It upset a lot of the fans of the show. And then they killed him to top it off. Also, the style of humor, rather than being something that is clever and witty, they tend to go for something that's off-color, vulgar, outrageous, people insulting each other. With Get Smart, it went in a lot of that direction. The movie plays more, I think, more of the typical Rush Hour type of buddy comedy. There's more action really in it than humor. Explosions, quick cutting. It has a lot of contemporary stuff in it, but there's a lot of references in the movie to the original show. Probably because they're trying to satisfy the fans or make references and say, look, this is Get Smart. We're going to do some of the would you believe jokes or the missed it by that much. We're gonna show the shoe phone, but it's strange because they don't really ever explain what the shoe phone is. He just sort of uses it at some point, so people that know the show go, oh, look, it's the shoe phone, but it's sort of wasted in my opinion. I would constantly rather see people just call it something else. When they've made I Spy again, with Eddie Murphy or whoever it is, don't call it I Spy, don't call it Get Smart, because you're going to bring all the people that loved those shows, and they're going to say, what is this? This isn't what I remember and liked. And the new audiences are going to go see it, and if they are younger, younger generation, they're going to look at it, and they may not know some of those shows, that the baby boomer generation grew up with. So what's the point of doing it? I don't think the current movie works as it should. I've done an enormous amount of writing over the years. I've written for Playboy magazine, Los Angeles Times. As a writer, I have written a book, copy of it right here. It's The Incredible World of Spy-Fi. I tell the story of all of these spy productions through the props and artifacts in the Spy-Fi Archives in my collection. In fact, it can be ordered if you go to my website, www.spyfiarchives.com, or contact me through my email, spyfi, S-P-Y-F-I, @prodigy.net.
Thanks to Danny. I'm Scott Hettrick. We'll see you soon on another installment of Arcadia's Best Entertainment.